Trying to wait till some of y'all come in. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and um get into this video. Let me go down and start with the most recent ones. I don't have nobody in here yet, so I hope y'all can hear me. Oh, someone is in here. Can you tell me if you can hear me? Hey, Sandra, can you hear me? Is the sound okay? Sandra, can you hear me? Okay, good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this. This is a Q&A. This is pretty much okay, thank you. This is pretty much the answers to the comments that y'all been leaving over the past couple days. And I have a lot of questions, which is why I decided to just do a Q&A on the comments. It'll be more quicker and more I guess thorough that way. So okay, so I'm trying to find the ones where I left off. All right, so let's start here. I know some of you had questions. All right. No, that was a troll question. All right, right here. So, Off Grid Junkie wrote that there was the best looking bin bucket garden I have ever seen. Never done. I mean, nicely done. You inspire me to share a bit more. You can sub back if you want. I would definitely be looking at your channel. Most people know that if I say I'm going to look at your channel, if I'm going to subscribe, I subscribe. So yeah, thank you so much. I try. I feel like the bins is just easy. They're portable. They're easy to move around than rather just doing it in the ground. I think that was a troll comment right there. I'm getting a lot of crazy comments that do not seem, so I'm going through those. All right, y'all, I don't care about the negative comments. I have, but I think this one is funny. I just saw this. Hey, Jazzy. Jancy. I don't know if I said Jazzy. But somebody left a comment and said intro is too long. Gave up waiting to see the corn being transplanted. We'll find another video. Well, that is fine. Okay, I hope you found what you wanted. If you didn't find it on my channel, that's fine. That is to Rootless Wonder. Wonder. That is 100% fine. I hope you found your video with some corn being transplanted if that's what you were looking for. But my intro is my intro. So sorry you feel that way. Tracy Yang. I gotta go. My sister needs help with the stove. Okay, honey. So Tracy, no, not Tracy, I'm sorry. Teresa Yang. Teresa Yang. You had a couple of questions. So, one of your question was, let's see. What are the dimensions of the containers you use for your cabbage and where can I buy them? Okay. That bin that I used for the cabbage, that was a bin that I had around the house. I had it organizing some of the kids' stuff. It is one of the longer bins that you can get from Target, Walmart, the real long ones. I don't know the complete dimension of them, but they are, I know my short bins are 18 gallon. So that one is probably 18 gallons, but it is just longer. It's just longer. The long bins that you can get from Walmart and Target, the little storage bins, will be fine. So but with that bin, I have 6 cabbage plants in it. So if you can't find a long one and you do like a 18-gallon one, I would just put 2 or 3 cabbage in there. I'll probably just put 2 cabbage in there. But yeah, I wished I had the dimensions, but like I said, it was just a bin that was used to divide up some stuff for the kids that did not need to be used anymore. So that's where I got that one from. It say number 2 is, what do you do when your soil is old? Do you use new soil every time you grow a new plant, or is there a method to recycle the soil? I think some people say it's a method. They have a method that, some people like take hot water and pour it in their soil and stuff. I took some things, the buckets that I transplanted, that I started like stuff from seeds. And then once I transplanted it, I reused that soil. I put plants right on in it. There was roots in it and everything, even where the lettuce and parsley and stuff, that soil that's in that container where I'm growing it, that was actually, I think it was, what was it? I think it was the corn. When I transplanted the corn and all those roots was in there and stuff, I put it right on in there. I don't do no recycling it, like not recycling. I don't do have no method towards cleaning it or nothing like that. If I done took some out of it, because I know that if something grow in there, if corn or parsley or something grow in there, I know that was just something from where I had in there before. Because I don't use my containers or nothing for anything else other than growing food. I wouldn't grow a flower. I wouldn't grow a non-edible plant in there with an edible. So, it's good. That's just how I do it. Some people may not do it that way, but I don't recycle. I don't like change the dirt out or nothing. What kind of soil and fertilizer do you use for your blueberries? The same soil I use for everything else. It's the Vigoro, Vigoro. I think it's how I spell it. That is, I was using the Miracle-Gro soil. That soil at Home Depot is like $15 for the big bags. The Vigoro, what, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's the Vigoro. That soil is a little bit cheaper. It's a 30, I think 32 quart. I think it is for like $7 or something like that. So I use that same soil for the blueberries. And you see, if you've been watching the video, I got blueberries to pull off now. I put soil in it and in the bucket and took the blueberry plant and put it in there, and it's producing. Nothing is dying on it or nothing. So just regular type of soil, like, either the Miracle-Gro, or I can't speak about no other bag soil because I only use the Miracle-Gro or that VIGORO soil. And that's it. The last question is, what are the blue sheets you place on the floor? Those are tarps. Recently I had to take I use wheat straw. I had to take the wheat straw up because the wheat straw was, mushrooms was growing in it. And I figured out why the mushrooms was growing in it, because the Miracle-Gro fertilizer that I was using, I had one of them that you hook it to the hose and you just spray it. And it was shortly after that, a couple days after I used that, the mushrooms started growing in, not through the ground, up through the tarp, up through the wheat straw. This is straight from the wheat straw. So the mushrooms was growing. So it was the fertilizer. And they say when you have mushrooms growing, you got good soil. In this case, I had good straw because the mushrooms was growing through the straw. So I took all the straw off. I only have one tarp out there now, and that's because I didn't see any mushrooms, but we took that straw off in that one and jabbed holes in it so it can drain. And I kind of like that better now, that jabbing holes in the tarp so it can drain. So it's just a tarp that we got from Home Depot. So that was your fourth and last question, Miss Teresa. I hope I answered everything, and thank you so much for watching my videos. If you got any more questions, please comment and I'll try to answer them. So let me okay, and if y'all have any questions now, let me know. And also, y'all, if you are not in my Facebook group, let me go ahead and say that, which is Pinch and Penny's Garden Family, and it's going to say growing music and healthy, healthy, I think, eating. Let's see. I'll put it in the description box after this live. Yeah, healthy food and fun. Pinching Penny's Gardening Family, growing music, healthy food and fun. If you're not in that group, go over to Facebook and join that group. I've been doing some more things to get ready to constantly post in that group. And I just wanted to be fun, fun over there. I'll go live, and over there I can be a little bit more loose with like playing music and stuff like that than I can on YouTube. So if you haven't joined that group, go ahead and join that group. Let's see. So next question. Well, comments. Okay, Teresa Yang, again, you had another a whole nother comment. So it said, love your garden. Do you need drill some holes in those bins? Yes, some people drill around the sides of the bin. I only drilled in the bottom of the bin. Drill some, small holes, enough for you can get good drainage. That's one of the big things. You want the soil to be able to drain, because if that water holds in that soil, it's going to rot those roots. So you don't want that. So just, enough holes in there to make sure that the water is going to drain out, not the soil, because some people, I have saw with some people drill big holes and almost ruin the bin because the soil was coming out the holes. But yeah, I would say you should probably be good with maybe dime size holes or a little smaller, depending on the type of bin. Um, so let's see. All right. So next we have everything want to move slow. That may be it for no. I had questions today. Oh, Sandra, I see you said big vegetables, very nice. Thank you. Yeah, they they grow so quick. Like they one size this day and the next day I'm like, oh wait, I gotta take that off. I gotta get that off quick. Like they, and I feel like the watering is what's doing it. You know, the more water, I feel like the bigger and better they are. They have to have water. I cannot stress that enough. Especially on these hot days. Like here, it's got to where it's like 87, almost like 86, 87 degrees. So they need to be watered at least 3 times a day when it's that hot. Because especially with them having fruit on it, um, there it's sucking up that water quick as it goes in. So, um, so let's see. 8 Moss Girl. Oh, you was talking about the turkey seasoning. Yes, please try the turkey seasoning. It's really, really good on everything. Um, let's see. Trying to see. I know somebody had a question. I had a question today. Well, like I said, if y'all have any more questions, please feel free to ask. I think we almost through with the Q&A. I'm just going through now. Um, Teresa Brown. Late this year. I'm starting my garden today, so pray for me this late garden. But I'm going to do mine like yours. Yours this year in buckets. Yes, the buckets. I feel like they're better, and you could control and see how dry it is with the buckets. Like you can control it a little bit better. I feel like so. Yeah, I would say go for it. Yes, it may be a little late, but it's not too late. It's not too late. I was passing by Home Depot and stuff today, and they still have plants out. Cause I was telling my husband I was gonna try to. I was gonna put a mask on and go tomorrow. And I know for a fact Home Depot had some plants that they was on their last leg. Like they look like they was dying. And I want to go see, since they look like that, if I can get them on a discount. Yeah. Oh, here we go. One. I almost missed it. So Miss Tiara, I hope I said your name right. But you said just curious about why you place them in salt water instead of just plain water. Well, actually, I got this tip Thank you, Sandra. I may not go, girl. I may not go because everybody's out and about and just like don't care. I'm just like I'm still not there yet. I'm not there. I don't think I'll be there for a while. I may not go. I may not. We'll see. But Miss Tiara, I hope I'm saying it right. Um, actually, a subscriber, I think was it you, Sandra? Had told me if I add salt to the water, it'll get the bugs out more. And yes, putting salt in there, when I did the Swiss chart, you saw the bugs, just the little bugs that naturally be in it, just went loose in the water. Oh, Sandra, you had the virus? Oh my goodness. I'm glad you okay. I'm glad you okay. Oh my goodness. Did you have bad symptoms, or was yours mild? Was your symptoms mild? But yeah, putting salt in the water cleanse it better. Get a lot of pulls out of the dirt and little bugs or anything that may be on it in there. So that's why I put salt in it, for that reason. Because salt cleanses. See. But you had it for 2 months? What? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad it's mild and you okay. And that's the thing. You don't know who it's gonna, like, how it's gonna affect you until you get it. That's the thing. Okay, Teresa Brown, you said what zone you live in? What zone you live in? I live in Virginia. I am in zone 8A. Is it 8A? I be confused between. I'm in zone 8. Let me see. Yeah, so you're in Virginia. You're not far. And anybody that don't know they grow zone, all you have to do is yeah, it's 8A. All you have to do is Google it, and it'll tell you what zone you're in. And that is very important to know what zone you're in, because yeah, so you don't believe the 14 days? No, ma'am, they don't know. They still learning it. So I don't believe it at all. You're so right about that. So as for the zones, it's important to know what zone you in, because everybody can't grow the same things depending on where they live. So it's important to know what zone and what crops thrive better where you live. So how often? So Joe I don't want to mess up this name. So Jonah. I know I did not say it right. But you actually commented today on the video, Look at the Garden Adventures Paying Off. And you said, how often do you water your plants? Do you do a deep soaking each time? I water them, especially with it getting 80 above 80 degrees, at least 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. If you cannot water them 3 times a day, try to at least water them morning and evening will be fine, just fine. Just make sure you give them a good soaking if you're doing twice a day and it gets very, very hot, because I know some of you work, so you cannot get home during noon to water the plants. So, and even if you work at night, then make sure you try to get up morning, noon, and before you go to work. And so, but you could do at least twice a day. Um, at least twice a day. But I try to do 3 times a day just because I have fruits and vegetables on there, and you will see a big difference. If you water them, the more you water them, the more you will see a difference. You will see a difference like within that day. Message retracted. So yeah, you will see a big difference. Like you see different within hours. So let's see, 3 times a day, 2. All right. So I think that was the last comment. Yes, you keep me sane. Yes, you keep me sane. Thank you, Sandra. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I be trying. I'm trying to get more more content out for y'all. I'm trying. I want my channel to go up there. I want it to go up there. I'm trying everything I can to get it there and to reach more people. And like I say, it has done, and I'm so thankful to y'all. It has done better than what I thought. What, man, what, 3 months ago I was at 1,900 and right at 50 subscribers, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna struggle. I mean, I'm not gonna get more. Now I'm at 2,080 subscribers, and I thank y'all so much, so much. I was like, man, it is slowly, but I just feel like a lot of the viewers, the subscribers that I have, I feel like my videos don't get out there to them because I took that break a couple years back from putting up videos, and I think they wasn't pushing that notification bell when I first started my channel. So I don't think they, actually went back. So I'm like, if I just had a way to reach out to everybody that's actually subscribed to my channel, or the majority of them, that would be great. But I am so thankful for y'all that's on here and that's actually watching. And I see my comments are coming up, and I like that. I like that I'm having more comments. So I'm like, okay, let me just keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm glad that I'm able to help, especially some of you guys messaging and say you're gonna start or I expired you. That makes me feel so good, y'all. Because I feel like it is very important for us to be as independent as we possibly can, because you just cannot depend on them, especially with food. We need food to live. Like, so my uncle told me something the other day, because I was talking about how I have to eat a certain way and some things I just cannot eat. And I'm like, sometimes I be asking myself, you 33 years old and you cannot eat a pizza or this or this or this. My body just don't want it. So I was like, I have to eat kind of bougie, like. And he told me, he's like, you're gonna eat to live, not live to eat. And that I've been saying, okay, eat to live, don't live to eat. So I have to eat the way I need to eat. And a lot of that stuff be expensive in the stores, like the Swiss chard that I'm growing. I don't see that in the stores here. I don't see that one is the bright lights Swiss chard. I don't see that here, and I know if it was here, it would be expensive. So growing your own food can benefit you in so many ways, whether you want to eat healthy, if you're on a weight loss journey or whatever. And like the harvest is like, I have zucchini again. Y'all saw the video yesterday of the zucchini I pulled, and then the zucchini and squash that I pulled the day before yesterday. And I went out there today. We go and look around at everything in the mornings and then in the evenings. And I know in the next 2 days I'm gonna have a lot of more zucchini to pull off. And I'm like, wow, they just coming like just bam, 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 bam. And I do believe it's because I'm telling you, the more I water, the more it seems like it's going straight to them. And I go ahead when they get a certain size, pull them off, because when you pull them off, you will notice that that little one that's on there, the next day or two, he is like, because now the nutrients is going to him and they not sharing it. So make sure you harvest. And let me say this, a lot of people has been messaging me, send me message on Facebook or message on here, and they ask, how do I keep the bugs from eating like the tomatoes? Because I harvest them. I see a lot of videos where the tomatoes is really, really ripe. And some gardeners be like, the bugs got to this, or this is this. But the redness of it when they're holding it lets me know that that tomato was ready for a while. And sometimes if they get too ripe or they get too much water and they burst. And then the bugs go in at it. And sometimes the bugs go in at it, because it's really ripe. The riper it is, the more of the smell it's going to send off. If you pay attention to a ripe tomato, it's very, very, you can smell it a lot better than one that's not always there. So I will pull mine, not when it's green, not when it's green. I will pull it when it's like that orange with redness in it, because I know that if I take it inside, clean it up, put it in the refrigerator, or however you store it, in a couple days, it's gonna turn completely red. It's mature at this point. It just got like that little bit more redness to go. So that's how I go ahead and pull it off. I go ahead and pull it off. Because we can't let the bugs eat. I know they gotta eat, but they can go eat something else. They can't eat what we grow. So yeah. So that is how I've been doing it. So I think that's the end of the questions. I have 3 people on here. Do anybody have any questions? Anything. Any questions? And like I say, if you're not in that, because when I get off live here, I'm going on live, and it's going to be more of a relaxing time in my Facebook group. So if you're not in my Facebook group, go ahead and join. I'm right here to put you in it, and we're probably just going to, I did one music thing over there. It's been maybe about a month or maybe about 2 months ago. So that was one of my things with mine. I didn't want everything to be about gardening. At some point we can chat and listen to music and this and just relax. I'm a music person, so that's why I keep saying music. And just chill and relax and talk back and forth. Whereas on here I can't do that much. Even on there, I have to watch what I play, but YouTube ain't playing that playing music like that if it's copyright issues and stuff like that. Facebook, you just don't play the whole song, and normally you'll get a little time on it. So yeah, so that Facebook group is Pinching Pennies Gardening Family. And in parentheses, it's going to say grow music, healthy food, and fun. So if you ain't in that group, go ahead and join, y'all. So yeah, so there's no questions. I hope I answered all of you guys' questions. Blessed with 2 from Arkansas. Hello, how are you? Sandra, say hi. Blessed. Okay. So yeah, let's see. yeah, so if y'all don't have any question or anything, like I said, come on over to Facebook and I'll see you guys over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog. I hope you guys be safe. Thank you for hitting the like button and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.